Hey Kevin, where are we?
We're in Big Sur. That's on the central coast of California. And we're here at a special library.
What is it called?
It's called the Henry Miller Memorial Library.
Kevin, I have the hiccups.
All right, let's go inside and find some water and learn some important vocabulary.
Let's do it.
Lisa, what's wrong?
I have the hiccups.
You have the hiccups?
Yeah, I have the hiccups.
You need to drink some water. That'll help get rid of the hiccups.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Here, drink some water from the sink. Wait, don't drink it.
What's wrong?
Look at the sign.
Non-potable water. What does it mean?
Non-potable water? What does it mean?
I don't know. Can I drink the water?
No, you cannot.
Why not?
Because it's non-potable. That means not drinkable. It's important to know what potable means. You might drink water that's not good. You might get sick.
Yeah, I shouldn't drink it.
No, you're not supposed to drink non-potable water. That's a good word to know.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Is it good to drink? Yes, it is potable. Potable. Good word.
The speaker is teaching the word potable. Potable is not a common word. It is rarely used. And I actually had to look it up myself after I watched this reel.
I have no idea why she didn't know the meaning of the word and why she had to look it up. It is common, and you will see it on signs. Potable water is drinkable water. It is safe to drink. And you might see a sign that says non-potable water. And if you don't know the meaning of the word, you might be in trouble. Because if you drink the water, you might get sick, or you might even die. And you don't want that to happen. Non-potable water is not safe. It's not drinkable. You shouldn't drink it because you might get sick. It's not safe. And now let's see how native speakers use this word.
And every year, 3.5 million people die because of non-potable water-related diseases.
Now, while in India, my parents always remind me to only drink boiled or bottled water. Because unlike here in America, where I can just turn on a tap and easily get clean, potable water.
So there we just look at two potential potable water sources for Legionella.
This would be non-potable water in this tank. This would be the boiler water.
It will use 90% less potable water.
Instead of finding food, focus on finding potable water. Dehydration will set in faster compared to hunger, and this will greatly affect your chances of survival out in the wild.
But on the other side of it, perhaps material science can help me to create a water bottle that very, very quickly filters what would otherwise be non-potable water to make it potable. Right. Those are the kinds of technologies or tools that I'm also interested in.
Today you're going to learn some important expressions. Let's get started. First, this is not correct.
Here are some informal ways to say someone's not very smart. He's off his rocker.
When you say he's off his rocker, it doesn't mean that he's not smart. It means he's crazy. It has nothing to do with how smart he is. He's crazy. He's off his rocker. And what about this lady? She's very smart. She has a PhD, but she's off her rocker. She has 20 cats in her tiny apartment. She's crazy. She's off her rocker, but she's smart. Let's hear some examples.
Elon is absolutely off his rocker, whether it's tweets or whatever he's recently doing. I mean, maybe the pressure's getting to him, but his behavior just seems odd.
My mother, he stated, was a stabber and a wacko. She was totally off her rocker. Far back, he said, as I can remember.
Or on the flip side, you may immediately determine that they're off their rocker and probably just escaped the nearest loony bin.
He's completely off his rocker.
What's she mean by that? She's off her rocker.
Oh, well, he was off his rocker, wasn't he?
From his letter, my mom thought the ox was off his rocker.
Let's practice. What do you think? Do you think she's off her rocker? That's right, she's off her rocker. Good job. This is also not correct.
Here are some informal ways to say someone's not very smart. He's got a few screws loose.
When you say he's got a few screws loose, it means he's crazy. It has nothing to do with how smart he is. He's crazy. He's very smart, but he's crazy. He's got a few screws loose. Let's hear some examples.
You got a major screw loose.
Your boss had some screws loose.
You got a couple of screws loose, pal.
They were gonna make him an admiral up in D.C. before they found out he's got more and more screws loose than a Studebaker.
Well, you definitely have a screw loose.
I'm just a guy out there with a screw loose.
Does he have a few screws loose? You bet.
Have you had any employees that have been laid off in the past year or two with any screws loose, criminal history, anything like that?
So remember, you can say, he's got a few screws loose, or he's got a screw loose. Both are correct. Let's practice. Does he have a few screws loose? That's right. He has a few screws loose. Good job. So remember these two expressions. She's off her rocker. It means she's crazy. And the other expression is, he's got a few screws loose. It means he's crazy.
But Lisa is not a native speaker. And we're going to talk a little bit about this issue. It's going to come up later in the video, and I'm going to discuss what's problematic about someone who's not a native speaker making some of the comments that they make. So Lisa is a non-native speaker. She clearly has an accent, and I don't want to sound arrogant, but I truly think that everything Lisa says on camera is probably written by Kevin. And it's clear in all of the videos, you can see her eyes darting across the screen, that she's constantly reading from a teleprompter or a script, and she's very careful with how she says things. So any criticism coming from her should be taken, I think, with a grain of salt. And so I consider myself to be pretty well-read, and unlike Lisa, I'm a native speaker. I've lived my entire life in Canada, and I think I have a good understanding of what words are common and uncommon in everyday speech based on my educational experience and my lived experience. And Lisa, who is not a native speaker, someone who is not born and raised in North America, very smugly claimed that the word potable is common. Some people might say that it's kind of problematic for a non-native speaker to be telling a native speaker what words are common and uncommon.
Today you're going to learn a very important word. Let's get started. First, let's watch a video clip.
So in this video, we're going to review the content of 5 non-native English speakers and content creators, and we're going to give our honest opinions about the English content that's being presented. So let's get started. Let's go on to, number 4.
Excuse me, could you bring me a fork, a knife, and a spoon? Flatware? Flatware, yes.
Did you have anything that you thought might be problematic for someone maybe thinking about moving to the United States and learning English?
Well, I mean, flatware, because actually, I don't know if somebody said you have flatware.
Yeah.
Now I'm wondering if flatware is actually silverware. So it's come to the point now that like these things, I'm just like, wait, or does that mean like pot, like a pan, like a pan to cook something? Is that flatware?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we just wouldn't say this.
And so do you think if they were in a restaurant in the States and they asked for flatware without any sort of gesturing, would a server know what that meant?
Let's say you don't have context. Let's just say a person's out in the middle of a field, and then you ask them, "Do you have any now you said cutlery? Do you have any flatware?" Yeah. At that point, I might think that this is some sort of tool to maybe dig something or build something like.
Right. Yeah. So potentially problematic for learners.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's confused. He doesn't know what flatware means. It's not a digging tool. It's not a pan. This is flatware. You can also say this is silverware, or these are utensils. You can also say this is cutlery. The most common words are silverware and utensils. But Americans do know what flatware is. Not only do they know what it means, they also use this word in everyday English.
So, excuse me, where can I find the flatware? Plastic flatware?
How many would you like? Are you looking for a fork?
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. I got some flatware.
Why is it flat?
Excuse me, where can I find the flatware?
Flatware for cooking.
Here's the flatware. Here's the flatware. He knew what it meant. The sign says cutlery. So you can say cutlery or flatware or silverware. You can also say utensils. Oh, look, it's on the package. Flatware set.
Flatware?
Yeah, like plastic flatware.
I think aisle 16 right there.
All 16?
Yeah.
Thank you. And here it is, the flatware. It's a family pack, and it says it right there. Assorted heavy-duty flatware. That's what it's called, flatware, or you can say utensils. These are utensils. It's the same thing.
As you can see, Americans know what flatware is. There is nothing wrong with expanding your vocabulary. If you want to master English, there is nothing wrong with knowing this word, because Americans do know what flatware is. Let's watch the next video clip.
Flatware, but it's just, again, not a word that we use.
Americans do not use this word? This is not correct. It's not true, because not only do Americans know this word, they also use this word in everyday English. Let's listen to some examples.
You okay with the flatware that looks like bamboo?
Sure.
All right, JB, let's rock some china and some flatware.
Does Willie Bank know you're stealing his gold flatware, Neil?
This flatware is lovely.
Mr. President, have you ever noticed how similar the Van Buren flatware is to the Buchanan flatware?
Be on time and go steal the flatware.
And then I have gold flatware. Y'all know I love gold, so the gold flatware just... Woo!
Try using plastic flatware and glass cups and plates.
These tea sets are porcelain, and even the utensils are a special flatware set that was made in East Asia.
This is like picnic ware and just like plastic flatware and stuff. And I sorted everything into like by category. So all the knives are here, all of the forks are here, and then all the spoons are right here. And I put them inside of Ziploc bags so nothing gets dusty when they're away in storage. And they're just clean next time you use them.
As you can see, not only do native speakers know this word, but they also use it in everyday English. Today you're going to learn how to avoid some common mistakes. Let's get started. First, this is not correct.
So these changes have been announced at the end of August 2024.
It's not correct to say, these changes have been announced at the end of August 2024. With a specific time in the past, we cannot use the present perfect tense. With a specific time in the past, we have to use the past simple tense. It's not correct to say, these changes have been announced at the end of August 2024. How do we say it correctly? We have to say, these changes were announced at the end of August 2024. We have to use the past simple tense. It's not correct to use the present perfect tense with a specific time in the past. Let's practice. What did he do yesterday? Did he work yesterday? That's right. He worked yesterday. She saw her last week. Let's practice. When did she see her? That's right. She saw her last week. We cannot say she has seen her last week. We have to say she saw her last week. So remember, with a specific time in the past, we have to use the past simple tense. It's not correct to use the present perfect tense.
Today we're going to talk about some tricky pronunciation, so let's get started. First, this is not correct.
In positive sentences, it is pronounced kin and is unstressed. In negative sentences, it is pronounced can and is stressed. Like and subscribe for more useful English info.
This word is not pronounced can in a negative sentence. It's pronounced can't. We have to use a stop T. Can't. Not can, but can't. Listen to the difference. I can go? No, it's I can't go. We use a stop T. Put the tongue up and stop the air. Can't. Like that. That's the negative. And it is stressed. I can't go. That's negative. I can go? That's not right. And let's hear that first part again.
In positive sentences, it is pronounced kin and is unstressed.
I can do that.
I can do that. I can do that.
This word is pronounced kin in a positive sentence and is not stressed. Well, it's not that simple. This word has 3 pronunciations. Sometimes this word is stressed, and we pronounce it can. Sometimes it's not stressed, and we pronounce it kin. And there's another pronunciation of this word, so keep watching for a complete explanation and to practice more with this tricky pronunciation. Today we're going to focus on American pronunciation and why it's difficult to understand Americans. Because it is. Let's take a closer look. Today we're talking about the pronunciation of can. If you have a positive statement that includes a verb, it's best to pronounce it kin. Example, I can do it. I can go. If it does not include a verb, then you say can. For example, yes, I can. But if it includes a verb, pronounce it kin, because it's not a stressed word. I can do it. I can go. But sometimes Americans don't say kin. They reduce it more, and they say I can, or I can. Let's hear an example.
You can go to jail for that.
She said, you can go to jail for that. She didn't say you can, which is fine. You can go to jail for that. But she said, you can go to jail for that. Pronunciation. You can go to jail for that. We hear 2 pronounces go to, because the T is between vowels. Go to jail, not go to jail, or not go to jail, but go to. You can go to jail for that. We hear 4 pronounced as fur, because it's not a stressed word. For that. Not for that, but fur. Use the sound like burger. For that. Again, you can go to jail for that. You can go to jail for that. Let's hear it again.
You can go to jail for that.
Let's hear another example.
I can do anything I want to, baby. I ain't lost.
She said, I can do whatever I want to, baby. I ain't lost. Again, I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want to. I can do whatever I want to, baby. I ain't lost. So we hear that. I can, even reduced more. I can do whatever I want. We hear the T in whatever pronounced as a fast D because it's between vowels. Whatever I want to. Here we say to because there's no verb. It's at the end of the sentence, so it's stressed. I can do whatever I want to, baby. I ain't lost. Ain't is informal English. It's better to say I'm not lost, but she said I ain't lost. It's the same idea. Let's hear it again.
I can do anything I want to, baby. I ain't lost.
Let's hear one more example.
I thought I said you can go to the movies.
He said, I thought I said you can go to the movies. I thought I said. We hear the T in thought at the end pronounced as a fast D because it's between vowels phonetically. I thought I. Not I thought I, but I thought I. I thought I said you can. He reduces it and he makes a voiced sound. Not you can, but you can. You can go to the movies. I thought I said you can go to the movies. Again, we hear go to. Not go to, but go to. The T is pronounced like a fast D. Go to the movies. Go to the movies. I thought I said you can go to the movies. You can go. Let's hear that again.
I thought I said you can go to the movies.
So, you don't have to pronounce it like this. You can go or you can go. You can say you can go. I can do it. It's better to pronounce it like that. It's easier and it's more clear. But Americans will pronounce it both ways. So you need to know this to understand Americans. Hello, welcome to English for Everyone. Today we're going to practice the pronunciation of can and can't. So, the pronunciation for can, when you make a question or for an affirmative positive idea, is pronounced can. Example, can you do it? Can you do it? Yes, I can do it. In these examples, the action is the more important word, not the helper. The action do has the stress. I can do. I can do it. Question, can you do? Can you do it? Also, this pronunciation, can, sometimes you hear can. You can go. Can. You can go. Pronunciation for can, making a question, can you go? And for positive, I can go. I can do it. Ke. Can. I can. I can go. I can do it. Pronunciation, can. Let's practice with some examples. Question. Can. Together, can you swim? Question. Can you swim? Very good. And the answer, yes, I can swim. I can. Together, I can swim. I can swim. I can swim. Very good. Another example. Can you come? Can you come? Yes, I can come. I can come. Another option, if you hear the question, can you come? You can give a short answer, yes, I can. In this case, can is the important word. There's no action. There's no verb. You finish with the helper can. So it is the important word, and you give the stress to the word. It's pronounced can. Yes, I can. For the short answer, yes, I can. Yes, I can. Pronunciation, ka. The a sound before the n changes a little, not can, but can. It's a little more closed and it's a little more nasal in your nose. Can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So let's practice. Can you come? Short answer, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And the pronunciation of the negative can't. I can't go. I can't do it. It's stressed, so the negative is the important word. We pronounce it with the a sound. I can't go. I can't do it. And the T. The T is a stop T, so you don't hear t. We don't say I can't. We stop with the T up. We put the tongue up. I can't. I can't do it. I can't go. Pronunciation for the negative. No, I can't. I can't go. I can't do it. Ka. Remember that a changes a little bit. Can. Now the T. We don't say can't. We don't pronounce the T hard. We make a stop T. Can't. So just put your tongue up and stop. Can't. I can't go. I can't do it today. So the pronunciation with the stop T, I can't, with the tongue up, I can't go. I can't do it, is the most common pronunciation for the negative. But there are others. Sometimes you don't hear any T if you have a long idea. Example, I can't do it today. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. You don't hear any T. I can't do it today. But the most common is with the stop T with the tongue up, can't. I can't do it. especially for a short answer. If you have a short answer, put your tongue up. I can't do it today. I can't. Negative. He can't come. He can't come to the party. He can't come. Very good. Let's hear the difference between the positive and the negative. Positive. I can come. I can come to the party. I can come. Very good. Negative. I can't go. I can't come. I can't come to the party. I can't come. Very good. Positive. I can swim. I can swim. Very good. Negative. I can't swim. I can't swim. Very good. Let's look at some expressions with can't. I can't wait to go on vacation. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait. I can't wait to, and then any action. I can't wait to go on vacation. Practice. Very good. Let's practice. Are you going on vacation next week?
Yes, I'm going on vacation next week.
Are you excited about it?
Yes, I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to go on vacation.
Are you going on vacation? Are you excited about it? Very good. Another example with can't. I can't imagine. After can't imagine, always use a gerund with ing. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I can't imagine living in Alaska. I can't imagine living in the cold. Let's practice. Do you want to move to Alaska?
No, I don't. It's too cold. I can't imagine living there.
Do you want to move to Alaska? Very good. Another expression with can't. I can't stand. I don't like driving in traffic. It makes me angry. I can't stand driving in traffic. Remember, with can't stand, always use a gerund with ing. I can't stand driving in traffic. I can't stand driving in traffic. Do you like driving in traffic?
No, I can't stand driving in traffic.
Do you like driving in traffic? Very good. Another expression. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough. Very good. Your car is ready, ma'am.
I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough.
You're welcome. Your car is ready. You're welcome. Let's practice. Can you drive?
Yes, I can drive.
Can you drive? Very good. Let's practice negative. Can he drive?
No, he can't drive.
Can he drive? Very good. Positive. Can you dance?
Yes, I can dance.
Can you dance? Very good. Let's practice negative. Can he dance?
No, he can't dance.
Can he dance? Very good. Can you run fast?
Yes, I can run fast.
Can you run fast? Very good. Let's practice negative. Can he run fast?
No, he can't run fast.
Can he run fast? Very good. Let's practice the short answer. Can you swim very well?
Yes, I can.
Can you swim very well? Very good. Can you come tomorrow at 6?
Yes, I can.
Can you come tomorrow at 6? Very good. Let's practice the complete answer with the helper pronounced can. I can sing. Can you sing very well?
Yes, I can sing.
Can you sing very well? Very good. Let's practice complete answer. Can you drive?
Yes, I can drive.
Can your son drive?
No, he can't drive. He's only 14.
Can you drive? Very good. Can she drive? Can her son drive? Very good. Thank you for watching our video. If you liked it, subscribe to our channel and practice more. Watch the video again, speaking and listening, and you will hear the difference. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time. Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn this term, deep fake. It's a countable noun, so I can say, it's a deep fake, or they are deep fakes. So what is it? A deep fake is a video that someone changes, they alter the video to make it look like someone did something when they didn't do it. That's a deep fake. Let's see an example of a deep fake. This is a video that I never made. It was changed to make it look like I said something I never said. Didn't notice any mistake because there's no mistake.
Police station, store, police station. Police station کجاست? The police station is between the store and the bank.
So if Kevin can't hear that, he has to get his hearing checked.
I never corrected that video. It was changed. It was changed to make it look like I corrected a video that I never corrected. That's a deep fake. Let's see another deep fake. Again, a video that was changed to present a false reality.
Hey there, and welcome to English for Everyone, where we teach real-life American English. Today you're going to learn correct American pronunciation. Let's get started. First, this is not correct.
Receiving access to Title I funds. We will ask all states to put in place a...
The word is not pronounced X. There is no letter X at the end of the word. The two letters, S and K, make the sound sk, not x. The word is pronounced ask, not x. Let's listen to some examples.
Lisa never corrected Obama's pronunciation. Someone cut the video to make it look like she did. That's a deep fake. Now let's watch the real videos that we made before they were changed. And keep watching until the end to practice real-life American English. First, this is not a mistake.
It's snowing.
Did you guys notice the mistake? Now let's watch a clip from a video that I posted on my YouTube channel last year. Another important form of connected speech happens when we have two s sounds, one at the end of the first word and then another s sound at the beginning of the next word.
I didn't notice any mistake because there's no mistake. You can say it's snowing. You don't have to link the words. It's more common to link the words and say it's snowing. But if you're talking slow, you can separate the words and say it's snowing. It's not a mistake. It's fine. Let's hear some native speakers saying it's snowing, and they separate the words and they don't link the sounds because it's not a mistake.
It's snowing here today.
As you can see, it's snowing pretty good here this morning at the care site.
First of all, I hear that it's snowing again in Denver.
Barton Springs is the same temperature whether it's 105 out or whether it's snowing out, and I've been there when it was snowing.
So, it's snowing here.
Today you're going to learn correct American pronunciation. Let's get started. First, this is not correct.
A 9 out of 10 with an asterisk, but with an asterisk. So I'm going to have to put an asterisk next to this category. But again, I have an asterisk there because I give her a 9 with an asterisk.
The word is not pronounced asterisk. There is no letter X at the end of the word. The two letters, S and K, make the sound sk, not x. The word is pronounced asterisk, not asterisk. Let's listen to some examples.
Asterisk, asterisk.
This is called an asterisk. Asterisk.
This one? Asterisk, not asterix, asterisk.
If you want to expand your vocabulary and avoid important mistakes, this video is for you. So let's get started. Let's watch the first clip.
And I just want to say that the sentence, I didn't notice any mistake, is technically and grammatically incorrect. But we can't use any with a singular countable noun in a negative sentence. So we should either say, I didn't notice a mistake, or I didn't notice any mistakes.
So which is correct? I didn't notice any mistake, or I didn't notice any mistakes? Well, they're both correct. If I'm speaking in general, I say I didn't notice any mistakes. But if I'm expecting one and I don't see one, then we use the singular form. I didn't notice any mistake. This is also correct. We use this when you're expecting one but don't see one. Example, I'm expecting a problem, but I don't see a problem. So I say, I don't see any problem. You can use a singular noun after any, in this case. Another example, I don't see any reason. I don't see any reason why. We can use a singular noun after any. Let's hear some examples.
I don't see any sin. I don't see any mistake. I don't see any error. I don't see anything, any crime that he's worthy of being punished for.
Alex, I don't see any problem there.
Well, I don't see any problem here, Mr. Mitchell.
Well, heck, I don't see any problem with that. At this point, I don't see any alternative.
I don't see any margin at all, sir.
But I don't see any reason why I should just sit here pretending I'm not home just because you're not that kind of girl.
So, I don't see any reason for the children to stay in the hospital.
I don't see any reason why I can't have both, Sheriff.
So I don't see any reason why you can't try again in the future. How soon could I do that?
David, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't say hello to Brandon.
Let's watch another clip.
He's telling people you can't say, how long have you been learning English for? But actually you can, and it's a very common way. It's a very common question form, let's say.
It's not common and it's not correct to say, how long have you been learning English for? It sounds bad. You might hear a native speaker say it, but that doesn't make it right, and that doesn't make it sound good. It still sounds bad. It's like saying, I don't see nothing. You'll hear a lot of Americans say that, but that doesn't make it right, and it doesn't make it sound good. It still sounds bad. Don't say, I don't see nothing. Say, I don't see anything. It sounds better, don't you think? And don't say, how long have you been working here for? How long have you been working here for? It sounds bad, don't you think? It should be, how long have you been working here? That sounds much better.
How long have you been studying English?
How long have you been learning English?
How long have you been studying English? How long have you been studying English? How long have you been studying English? Great question to know the answer to. Your answer should be, I have been studying English for blah, blah, blah years, or blah, blah, blah months, or blah, blah, blah weeks.
So don't say, how long have you been working here for? It's not correct. And this is also not correct.
Like, I don't even know where this comes from. Like, I can't even fathom where this thought is. Now, everything else he says is correct.
It's not correct to say, I can't phantom. A phantom is a ghost. We need to use the verb fathom. I can't fathom. It means I can't understand. Let's listen to some examples.
Stand this. I just can't fathom it. Jerry, for some reason that I can't even begin to fathom, you really believe all this stuff, don't you?
And it's hard to fathom the fear and turmoil and uncertainty that you experience.
They swim faster than a torpedo and likely possess physical endurance that we can hardly fathom.
This is also not correct.
That is wrong. That is incorrect. She is teaching absolute incorrect English. Let's go ahead and look at the next idiom.
Next one is very common on social media. Spill the tea.
Spill the tea. I've never heard of this. Is this like the British version of spill the beans? Because the meaning, according to her, is the same, but you know, we say spill the beans. Nobody says spill the tea. We usually only say spill the tea when we literally mean that we spilled our tea. Okay, so if you went up to somebody and said, hey, spill the tea, people would think that you actually made a mistake probably and thought that you meant to say spill the beans. So,
spill the tea is a common expression on social media. It means to gossip. And people use it a lot on the internet and on TV. Let's listen to some examples.
To find it, we asked our friend Dr. Johansson from BSmart to spill the tea about our ape-like ancestors.
Okay, so spill the tea. How is this different?
Well, how much time do we have?
1 minute.
That's all the time I need. Start the clock. First of all, if you thought they were going to come on TV and not really spill the tea, then you would be wrong as but because they said everything.
For our new segment, Spill the Tea, Ricardo, what's happening on the education beat?
This season, I started playing a new game called Spill the Tea. This award is given to the contestant who shared the best secret about themselves, and the award goes to...
Open the envelopes.
The winner is Carol for her first appearance on Spill the Tea.
Let's see.
Well, dude, as they say, spill the tea.
How did your date go? Spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
Oh my God, she spilled the tea.
While Omarion remained tight-lipped, Jones decided to spill all the tea on Nick Cannon's radio show in November 2019.
Von D had no other way to reveal the drama than through Facebook, and boy did she spill that tea.
As you can see, native speakers use this expression on social media, on TV, on the internet. This is also not correct.
It can identify you to a region or a place.
It's not correct to say region. We have to say region. We have to use the J sound, not the J sound. Sometimes the letter G is pronounced with a J sound, but not in this case. We have to say region with a J sound, like in juice and jump. Let's listen to some examples.
Another especially safe region is the Midwest, or Rust Belt.
And so most of the lawyers in that region will come from particular law schools.
By 1855, a railroad spanning the region significantly shortened the trip.
In the 1600s, European colonizers destabilized this region.
This bountiful region was the homeland of multiple Native American tribes.
You see, the reason that this region is so good for Pinot is that the cold air off the Pacific flows in at night.
There has been some inclement weather in the region. The problem seems linked to what authorities are calling catastrophic power surge that has tripled traffic in the area.
This is also not correct.
This can be very difficult for people learning how to do connected speech, is to make it sound natural and not make it sound like it is slurring. So when it is sounding like it is slurring, like how you speak when you're drunk, right?
It's not correct to say it's slurring. If you're talking about speech, we have to say it is slurred. Speech is slurred. If you're talking about a person, we have to say he's slurring his speech. He's slurring his words. For example, he's drunk. He's slurring his speech. He's slurring his words. And his speech is slurred, not slurring. This is also not correct.
The problems that she had before was a very strong R sound.
It's not correct to say the problems that she had before was a very strong R sound. If you're saying was, you're talking about one problem. We have to say the problem that you had before was a very strong R sound. This is also not correct. It's not correct to say showing television clips aren't proof. We have to say showing television clips isn't proof. It's not about clips. It's about showing. Showing is a gerund. We have to say showing television clips isn't proof. This is also not correct.
They are mistakes. I'm not going to deny that. They are mistakes. There's no doubt about that. But they seem to hark on it a little bit too much.
It's not correct to say hark on. We have to use the phrasal verb harp on. It means to talk about something repeatedly in an annoying way. For example, his room is really messy. His mother is always telling him to clean up the room. She is always harping on it. Let's practice. His room is messy. She is always telling him to clean it up. Is she always harping on it? That's right. She's always harping on it. Good job. Let's listen to some examples.
They're always harping on how they're giving me a better life than they ever had.
Why do you harp on that?
So, try not to harp on the negative.
Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. And we'll see you next time.